Hello everyone, a very good afternoon to all of you. This is Ashwin Ramani here, research analyst at SBI Securities. I hope I'm audible and I hope you all are able to see my screen. If you all can give me a heads up in the chat box. अगर मेरी आवाज सुनाई दे रही है, स्क्रीन दिखाई दे रहा है तो आप मुझे एक बार चैट बॉक्स में कमेंट करके बता सकते हो. So that I know you all are with me live in this session. We just wait for a couple of minutes until few people join in, and then we should be good to go with today's session. Rakesh ji, good afternoon. Audio video clear? Okay, perfect. Murthy ji, good afternoon. Sridhar ji, hi, good afternoon. Superb. Just wait for a minute. Siddharth ji, good afternoon to you as well. काफी दिनों बाद आप आए हो लाइव सेशन में. Rohan ji, all clear. Good afternoon. Raji, good afternoon. Vinay ji, good afternoon. Champa ji is here. Good afternoon to you as well. Champa ji. Okay. So let us start off with the mid-market session today. So talking about an update on the, we'll talk about the update on the US markets first. So if we look at the US markets, Dow Jones had closed in the red. It closed around 63 points lower at 0.14%. If we look at S&P 500, S&P 500 and Nasdaq both closed in the green. So S&P 500 closed 0.36% higher, while the Nasdaq closed 0.71% higher. If we look at Dow futures, so Dow futures is currently down 0.21%. So it is indicating a slight flat to negative start to the US markets today. If you look at the European markets, so all the European markets are seeing some profit booking today. So Germany, if we see German markets is closed today. The London market is also closed. If we look at France, so France is up 0.09%. It's down 0.09%, whereas Euro Stocks Index is down 0.21%. So even the European markets are seeing some profit booking today. If you look at the Asian markets, we have Nikkei. Nikkei is closed today, so that was up 0.01%. So it had a flat close. If you look at Hang Seng, so even Hang Seng markets is closed today. It's down 0.67% yesterday. Even Chinese markets are closed. It was up 0.52%. If we look at Kospi, so all the other Asian markets are closed. If you look at Kospi, that was up around 2.7%. Only our markets are, it's kind of subdued. Again, relatively intraday movement has been quite choppy today. If you look at Nifty has moved up. It's gone to 25,150 at this point. It's up 0.3% higher. And even Sensex is higher 0.34%. It's at 82,063. So all in all, so good recovery by Nifty since the last 4 days. So we saw Nifty falling around 860 points in the last half of September, और वहां से ऑलमोस्ट 70% रिकवरी दिखाई दिया है पिछले 4 दिनों में. Looking at the current trend, looks like we might recover even more, and Nifty should be able to sustain the current levels. अगर हम macro indicators की बात करें, so if you look at dollar index, so dollar index is slightly inching higher. So dollar index has gone to 98.32. The immediate support for dollar index is at 96. And on the upside, there's 100-day EMA of 98.7 to 98.8. This level is likely to act as a strong resistance. So any move above this can put pressure on other currencies, because that will indicate that the US dollar is getting stronger. But as long as it stays below the 99 mark, there is no significant worry for us. If you look at the US government bonds 10-year yields, again, it's been hovering around that 4.1 to 4.2%. So on the upside, as long as it stays below 4.2%, there's nothing to worry regarding the yields front. If we look at India VIX, so India VIX has gone flat since the last 3 days. So it's near its support of 9.5. And if you look at the India VIX, it's also below its key moving averages. It's trading below its 20 EMA since last 3 trading sessions. So no signs of any panic or fear as far as the India VIX is concerned. If we look at dollar by rupee, so another day of flat movement in US dollar by rupee. So we are still hovering at the higher levels. 88.72 is where the dollar is. So any move above, 88.9, 89 can put some pressure on our markets. That is only going to keep the FIIs away from our markets for a while. And on the downside, we want dollar to depreciate. We want dollar to go towards 87, 86 levels. I think if that happens with the return of FIIs, that can give a push to our markets that can lead to prices moving higher. If you look at crude oil, so crude oil post taking its support around $64 a barrel, we are seeing a mild uptick. So crude has gone to $65.5 a barrel. It still trades below its key averages, so nothing much to worry on the crude oil front as well. But if you look at silver, so silver again post a new high yesterday. It's at around $48.37 an ounce. So it's in a strong uptrend. And even if you look at gold, so both gold, silver, even if you look at Bitcoin, they are at the all-time high. So gold is nearing the $4,000 per ounce mark. It's at $3,952 an ounce. So both gold, silver, both these are doing relatively well. So if we look at the macro indicators, so barring dollar by rupee, that is slightly at the elevated levels here. So there is nothing much to worry on that front. Now, if you look at the FII positioning, so FIIs continued to sell again yesterday. Though the quantum of selling was lower compared to what we saw in the earlier days. If we see, they sold around 313 crores yesterday in the cash segment. That is significantly lower than what they have been selling almost since the 22nd of September. So the quantum of selling has reduced, though they are still net sellers in the cash market. Whereas if we look at the net index futures contract, so the net index futures has risen significantly from minus 1,89,000. The net index futures contracts has gone to minus 1,97,000 here. Though there is some improvement in the long short ratio from 6.73, we have gone to 7%. But still, FIIs hold around 93% short positions in index futures. And almost if we see from last 3.5 months, the long short ratio hasn't improved at all. This is something that we haven't seen earlier. So usually whenever long short ratio drops below 10 or it goes to 7, it usually rebounds very quickly. We see short covering happening very quickly, as in when long short ratio drops below 10 or even below 15 to 20 levels. But since last 3.5 months, we are seeing that the long short ratio hasn't improved significantly. It's still below. It's at its all-time low levels. And FIIs don't seem to be in a mood to come back to our Indian markets for now. And the fact that we have seen all the Asian markets doing well, whether it's Kospi, Nikkei, Hang Seng, China, all the other Asian markets are doing relatively well this year. Even some flows have moved to the Europe markets as well. Post some money has gone to US as well. I think our markets, FIIs have been sellers. So looks like FIIs are finding opportunity in some other markets rather than Indian markets at the current juncture. So I feel as long as we have that India-US trade uncertainty lingering around, until that time, FIIs look like they might do a wait and watch game. I think they will look for some more clarity on that part before they decide to come to our markets. At one point of time, they will. I don't know whether it is going to be this year or by early next year or by late next year. I think that is something that we'll need to look at. But if we look at Nifty now, so Nifty, like I said, this was the 860 points fall that we saw from the high of 25,449. So Nifty, it even dropped below its 100-day EMA, took base around 24,600. And then in the last 4 days, every day we are seeing a new high made in Nifty. That is a positive sign for Nifty. It has recovered almost 70% of its prior down move, and and it's also trading above all its key moving averages. So it held on to its 100-day EMA. Yesterday, it gave a breakout above its 20 and 50 EMA. And today, again, there is a new high. I think we hit 25,200 mark today. And there is some slight profit booking that we are seeing at the higher levels. But overall, if we get a good close, chances are that this current move can sustain going forward. Thanks to the support that we are having from financial services and the private banks at the current levels. If we look at the 5 minutes chart for Nifty, so this is Nifty's 5-minute chart. So we opened on a strong note. We hit a high of 25,202. That's an intraday high for Nifty today. And then we saw some profit booking. So this 50 period EMA on a 5 minutes chart acted as a strong support for Nifty. So I feel the level of 25,100 वो एक strong support रहेगा. आज निफ्टी का weekly expiry भी है, today being Tuesday. So on an intraday basis, purely this 50 period EMA, that is around 25,100, 25,110, ये zone एक strong support बन सकता है intraday basis पे. But if Nifty right now, if we see from the last 40 minutes or so, it's been moving in that 25,170 to 25,140. The 30 points range is where Nifty is moving in since the last 30 minutes. If we manage to get a strong close about 25,175 purely on an intraday basis, if Nifty breaks out of this last 40 minutes range, then chances are that it can move towards its previous high of 25,200, and most probably it can move even higher towards 25,220, 25,230 levels on an intraday basis here. While on the downside, the 25,100, 25,110, this level is, this zone is likely to act as a strong support for Nifty. So again, it's markets where the sentiment is positive, the sentiment is bullish. So don't be aggressively shorts in the current market here. Maybe around 25,175, if we get a break above this, I think it can test its intraday high of 25,200 and maybe move up even higher from that level. If we look at Sensex, so Sensex, like Nifty, it held on to its 100-day EMA. It went below its 100-day EMA, and then it was able to quickly move above its 100-day EMA. And last 4 days, we are seeing fresh highs. I mean, not fresh highs. There is a higher high formation that we are seeing in the last 4 days. And again, there is a strong recovery in Sensex as well. So even Sensex looks poised to continue its upward trajectory. You can see RSI is also in a rising mode. And अगर आप ADX भी देखोगे daily chart पे, the DI plus has crossed over DI minus, which is indicating that the buyers are kind of taking control in Sensex here. If we look at the 5 minutes chart, I think it's pretty similar story. So if we look at Sensex, the high was around 82,200, 82,211. That is what the intraday high for Sensex was. And then we saw some profit booking. And then again, this 50 period EMA on the 5 minutes chart, this level acted as a strong support for Sensex. So the level that I'm talking about is 81,900. So 81,900 is a strong support for Sensex. And just like how we saw in Nifty, so even Sensex has been consolidating in that 82,150, 82,050. So that 100, 130, 150 points range is where Sensex is moving in since the last 40 minutes. With some strong resistance around 82,150, 82,155. I think once we get a break above this zone, right now it's at 82,156. So it looks like it is breaking out. So if we get a strong candle above 82,150, 82,160, then I think Sensex can move up higher towards 82,200 and even higher towards 82,250, 82,300 levels here. So even the short-term trend for Sensex is also positive with around 81,900 acting as a strong support for Sensex. Now, if we look at Bank Nifty की बात करें, so some strong outperformance in Bank Nifty. And if we look at the daily chart, so Bank Nifty has given a downward sloping trend line breakout on the daily scale here. And we discussed, so Bank Nifty, if you see from the 2nd of July, there was a new high. The second high was lower than the previous high. Third high was lower than the second high. fourth high was lower than the third high here. So if you see, Bank Nifty on the daily chart was moving in a lower high and lower low formation, which is a classic downward downtrend definition. But what has happened yesterday, post this breakout that we got yesterday, it has closed above its previous high of 55,835 that it made on 18th of September, and also it's trading above this high of 56,156 that was made on the 18th of August. So we can clearly see that the lower high structure is negated on the daily chart, and there is a strong outperformance that we are seeing in Bank Nifty. So this previous high, which acted as a resistance earlier, is now likely to act as a support. So this level of 55,800, 56,000, that level will now act as a strong support for Bank Nifty. And if we look at the 5 minutes chart for Bank Nifty, so even Bank Nifty, if you see, it took support from its 50 period EMA on the 5 minutes chart. And this zone of 56,190, 56,200, that is a strong intraday support for Bank Nifty. And just like how we saw in Nifty and Sensex from 12 o'clock onwards for the last 30-40 minutes or so, all the three indices are moving in a range. So around 56,440 on the upside and 56,350 on the downside. So I think once we get a strong break above 56,430, 56,450, then chances are that even Bank Nifty can move up higher with around 56,200 acting as a strong support for Bank Nifty on an intraday basis. If we look at the heat map, so a couple of sectors that are outperforming, because of which we are seeing a strong movement in the markets. One is your private banks and the other one is your financial services. So today, all the major two heavyweights, that is HDFC Bank and ICICI Bank, are doing well. HDFC is up around 1.3%. ICICI is up 1%. The other major heavyweight, Reliance, is up 1%. Even Bharti Airtel is up 1.6%. Only Infy is down 0.68. So these five stocks collectively have a weightage of 40% in Nifty. And 4 out of 5 stocks are trading with a gains of over 1%, because of which we are seeing a strong movement in Nifty today. Barring that, so today Kotak Bank is quiet, Axis Bank is seeing some profit booking here, Geofin is up around 1.9%. Both the Bajaj twins are doing well. If we look at IT, so IT is kind of mixed with both TCS and Infy down in the range of 0.5 to 6%. Auto is also quiet today, barring some names, M&M, Maruti, Bajaj Auto. So there is some profit booking again in Tata Motors. We've been looking at Tata Motors since quite some time now. Relatively, it's been underperforming. Even when the whole auto was outperforming, there was one stock that has been relatively underperforming. Bharti Airtel is up 1.5%. So pharma is quiet today. FMCG has been quiet since quite some time. If we look at Ultratech, JSW Steel, so even metal stocks are kind of subdued today. There is one more thing, that we will add in our mid-market sessions going forward. So every 15 days, if you go to NSDL website, they come up with something called as your FPI fortnightly data. So we come to know in which sectors are FPIs building positions, in which sectors are they taking money out. So if we look at what they have done, so every 15 days we get this data. So for the first 15 days from 1 to 15, we get the data usually around 20th of every month. And for the second half, that is from 16 to 30th, we get at around 4 to 5th of the next month here. So if we look at what they've been doing in the second half of September, so I think let's look at the bigger picture. Let me open up the other sheet. So I have the updated data. So here we'll come to know in which sectors is the FIIs flow moving in and in which sectors is the FIIs flows moving out. So these are the sectors here. So there is auto, capital goods, chemicals, construction materials, consumer durables, FMCG, financial services. So we have roughly around 22 sectors, and every 15 days we get this data. So this we have been maintaining since last 1 year. So if you see what has happened in the month of September, if you look at auto has seen inflows close to 3,640 crores. Even last month was very good for autos. Even capital goods are doing relatively well. So around 1875 crores last month and around 3000 crores this month here. Chemicals relatively a small sector, so chemicals has seen some profit booking. Construction materials again, last 4 months was good, but I think this September was relatively, this sector saw some outflows. Consumer durables is one sector. We know for a fact that it's been relatively underperforming, and even FIIs have been pulling money out of this sector. Again, FMCG, if you see 4,200 crores of outflows in the month of September here, even consumer services is down. Financial services, so we are seeing some outperformance in financial services. If you see in the last 2 months itself, FIIs sold around 32,159 crores in financial services. There is some respite. There is some mild buying that we are seeing in the financial services space, around 1,367 crores. If you look at healthcare, healthcare is again down around 6,122 crores. If you look at IT, IT is also down 6,000 crores. अगर आप IT देखोगे पिछले 3 महीने से heavy selling चल रहा है IT में, around 37,000 crores of selling in IT. If you look at metal, so metal again one sector that was relatively outperforming. So from 660 crores, if you see, metal has been mixed. There is 1 month of outflows followed by 1 month of inflows. If you look at oil and gas, अगेन ऑयल एंड गैस अगर हम देखेंगे तो ऑयल एंड गैस में भी अराउंड 10,000 crores का सेलिंग है पिछले 3 महीने में. पावर सेक्टर इज ऑल्सो डाउन सिंस 6,390 crores. Realty is down. If you look at telecommunication, so telecommunication में काफी strong outflows था since the start of this year. This was the first month which saw some profit booking in telecommunication. If you look at sovereign bonds, so when the market was falling, FPIs were adding on to sovereign bonds here. So around 27,000 crores of buying in sovereign. And others, you all have that, the small sectors that are part of others here. Harish ji, I'm not sure if I can share this sheet, but if you are an SBI customer, we send this mail across every 15 months. I think not every 15 months, every 15 days में आपको ये FPI data, this sheet, not this sheet, this एक infographic आता है. Plus, if you want to access this sheet, what you can do, Harish ji, you can go to FPI fortnightly data, fpi.nsdl.co.in. So you can go here and you can check for every 15 months here. NSDL. So you can just type FPI fortnightly data on your browser. So you will see fpi.nsdl.co.in. This is the website. So for every 15 days, so let's say this is September 30th. If you want for September 15th, just select here and click on view report. And if you view report, you will see all the sectors here. So there is equity, there is debt, there is hybrid. So all you have to do is you have to look at the net investment figure, which is in INR crores. And this total is the column, age of total column. And this is the column that you should be looking at. So you can get this, month on month. So this is what I have consolidated in this Excel sheet here. And if you are an SBI customer, SBI Securities customer, आपको हर महीना एक डिटेल एनालिसिस के साथ कौन से सेक्टर्स में इनफ्लो है, कौन से सेक्टर्स में आउटफ्लो है, वो आपको डिटेल एनालिसिस भी मिलता है हर 15 दिन में. So the second half of September data just came in today morning. So going forward in all our mid-market sessions, whenever this data comes in, we'll have an extensive, discussion about this as well. Maybe Harish ji, अगर आपको ये data चाहिए है तो maybe what you can do is you can just take a screenshot of this. Let me see if I can share this data across. I'll have to check with my team once. Okay, so nevertheless, that was about the FPI data. Now talking about the key sectors to watch. So one sector that is showing some signs of recovery is your capital market sector. अगर हम कैपिटल मार्केट सेक्टर की बात करें, so the ratio line is kind of moving up, which is indicating a mild outperformance. So one stock from the capital market space that you can keep a track on is CDSL. CDSL की बात करें तो it has been holding on to its 200-day EMA. The last 3 times it came near its 200-day EMA, we saw a bounce, and in the last 4 days we are seeing some good bounce in CDSL. So I feel this 1490 1500 is likely to act as a strong support for CDSL. and any move above the current levels can lead to price moving towards 1630, 1650 levels in the short term. Apart from that, like we've been seeing, financial services space have been outperforming, and हमने एफपीआई का डेटा भी देखा था यहाँ पे कि फाइनेंशियल सर्विसेज में भी काफी स्ट्रॉन्ग आउटपरफॉर्मेंस दिखाई दे रहा है. One stock that you can keep in your radar is MCX. So MCX was moving in a tight range, but last 2 days again there are a couple of doji candles that we are seeing on the screen here, on the chart here. But I feel even MCX, it trades above all its key moving averages. RSI is also above 60. MACD is also above the signal line. So even MCX can do well. I think the previous high is around 8,455. I think it can move towards that level with around 7,960, 7,980 acting as a strong support for MCX. Apart from that, RDG कल हमने discuss किया था HDFC Bank. So HDFC Bank has also started moving higher. It's up around 1.25%. So looks like even HDFC Bank with it, so 960, 965 can act as a support. And there is also a double bottom neckline breakout. So this is where the bottom is for HDFC Bank. This is where the neckline is. So we are seeing a neckline breakout in HDFC Bank. So if we mark the distance from this low to this high, and if we keep the distance here from this neckline, at least we can expect 1020 is what the measured rule target is that comes for HDFC Bank here. So even HDFC Bank can relatively outperform going forward. Apart from that, all your new age companies, there are couple of new age companies that are relatively doing well. One is your Policy Bazaar. अगर हम पॉलिसी बाजार की बात करें, आई जस्ट कम टू दैट मनोहर जी, उसी की मैं बात कर रहा हूँ. अगर हम पॉलिसी बाजार की बात करें तो ये 200 डे ईएमए के नीचे आ गया था, बट वी आर सीइंग सम रिकवरी. सो पॉलिसी बाजार हैज अगेन मूव्ड अबव इट्स 200 डे ईएमए, and it took resistance from its 50 and 100 day EMA here. So any move above the current levels is likely to be positive. I think we can expect Policy Bazaar to move towards 1830, 1840 levels in the short term, with today's low around 1715, 1720 acting as a strong support for Policy Bazaar. So Eternal, previously known as Zomato. So Eternal is also in a strong uptrend. It has managed to hold on to its 20-day EMA, which is a positive sign. The RSI is also rising. I think ADX has also given a crossover. The DI plus has crossed over DI minus. And the fact that it is moving in a higher high, higher low formation and holding on to its 20-day EMA. So any breakout above 340, 345 is likely to be positive. The price can keep moving higher from the current levels, with around 320 acting as a strong support for Eternal. Even Nykaa for that matter. So even Nykaa has steadily moved since the last 3 days. So all these new age companies, Policy Bazaar, Nykaa, Eternal are doing well in this market. So Nykaa again showed, it took support from its 50 EMA, and thereafter it has shown some great recovery. The RSI is well above 60. The MACD has crossed over the signal line, and it is well above the zero line as well, which is positive. So I feel this previous resistance is likely to act as a support. ये जो previous resistance था around 248 will now act as a support for Nykaa here. So you can keep an eye on Nykaa. Nykaa is also in a very strong uptrend. Apart from that, the couple of stocks that I want to talk about, Sudhakar ji, Keynes, आपका favorite stock. So if you look at Keynes again, it has held on to its 20-day EMA, and since the last 4 days, we are seeing a strong uptick in Keynes. The RSI has turned positive. It is moving up, and if we get a strong close above the previous high of 7,624, chances are that the price can move up higher. With this 20 EMA of 7,170, 7,200 acting as a strong support for Keynes. And the last stock that I want to discuss is Minda. So if we look at Minda, so Minda was facing a strong resistance in the zone of 1340, 1350. And last 4 or 5 sessions, we are seeing an uptick in the volumes as well. MACD is about to give a crossover. DI plus as it came close, but then DI plus moved higher. The RSI is also in a rising mode. It is moving higher. Price is also trading above all its key moving averages. Price is also moving in a higher high, higher low formation. So all in all the momentum indicators are positive. Price action is positive. So if it's able to sustain above 1350, chances are that the price can move higher with around 1300, 1305 acting as a strong support for Minda. So these are the sectors, these are the stocks that you can keep an eye on. So that's all from today's mid-market session. And let us start off with the Q&A. If you have any queries, any doubts, do let me know in the chat box and I'll be happy to answer them. Between BSC and NSDL, I think both are equally good. Both are good stocks. From a long-term perspective, both are good. But right now, I can see that BSC has started to outperform NSDL. And BSC also on the daily chart, if you see, it has held on to its 200-day EMA. So at the current level, I feel BSC is better than NSDL here. Sirma, I would say Sirma, I think ये IT stock है, right? So IT relatively underperformance चल रहा है यहाँ पे. अगर हम Sirma by SJS करें, so flat ही I think relative outperformance बोल नहीं सकते. अगर हम ट्रेंड देखे Sirma by SJS का, तो relative outperformance या underperformance नहीं नजर आ रहा है. The trend is flat. I would say avoid both the stocks at the current level here. Idea, Paramrata ji, idea अगर आपके पास है, what you can do is you can use a trailing SL around 8.8 to 8.1 का आप SL trail कर सकते हो. So even if the price goes down, at least you will come out with some profit here. So 8 to 8.1 is where you can consider. You can have a fresh SL, and this is the level that you can consider for idea. See, for targets on the upside, maybe it can move towards 9.8. That is where one high is, and another high is around 10.5. So anywhere between 9.8 to 10.3 is where you can look to close your position. Heyman ji is asking for IREDA. Avoid करना है हेमंत जी, because see अभी भी momentum नहीं है स्टॉक में. तो जब तक ये previous high के ऊपर नहीं जाता, that is 162, 165, जहाँ पे उसका 200-day EMA भी है, तब तक it's better to avoid. But if you are already holding, then around 145 का SL के साथ आप होल्ड करके इसको रख सकते हो. Selvam ji is asking for Bajaj Holding. Bajaj Holding की बात करें, देखो clear downtrend में है. It has broken its 200-day EMA as well, and it's trading below all its key moving averages. ADX rising, indicating that the current bearish strength is gaining strength. It's better to avoid Bajaj Holdings. I think its previous low is around, I think it can fall towards 11,500. But avoid Bajaj Holding for now. Mahindra Logistics. If we look at Mahindra Logistics, it's good, but wait for the price to break above 369, 370. I think once we get that, then chances are that the price can move higher towards 369, 370 levels here. So 380, I think it's good. Just that थोड़ा सा momentum कभी है इस counter पे. I think ये 370 अगर break करता है, then chances are that it can move higher. Aether Energy, it's good. In fact, see, somewhere down the line we might see some correction. But I think it's better to ride the trend. So if you're already holding, then around 540, 545 is where you can keep your SL, and you can trail your SL so that you keep on riding the trend here. And the fact that the overall auto space is also in a strong momentum. If you see auto 2-3 महीने से एक relative outperformance में है, and that has kind of rubbed in this stock as well. So that is the reason why listing से ये ऊपर है, but at some point of time वो correction आएगा. When the overall auto is underperforming, at that time it might come down here. So yesterday there was a technical issue, Shravan ji. I think मेरा net का issue था, because of which I was not able to open strategy builder here. So we are getting that issue sorted. So probably on Thursday around 2:30 we'll have it. So I'll confirm the date and time tomorrow. So कल के I think Thursday को again we'll have a webinar on strategy builder. If we look at IRFC, IRFC भी avoid करना, both IRED IRFC में momentum नहीं है फिलहाल. I think as long as it doesn't go above 130 it's better to avoid. Infosys भी avoid करना हेमंत जी, because see, जब तक IT में structurally improvement नहीं आता है तब तक it's better to avoid Infosys as well. Overall IT has been underperforming, so stay away from IT, media, realty, pharma, healthcare. These are a couple of sectors, some sectors where there is no momentum currently. If we look at Mahindra is good. I think around 3,400 is where you can keep your SL and you can hold on to it. It's just that we need a break above 3,500. Once we get that, Mahindra can move up higher. Motherson also, if we see, Motherson is right now it's also consolidating. The last 4 or 5 days it's moving in a tight range. So it needs a breakout above 107, 108. I think once we get that, it can move higher. While on the downside, you can keep an SL of around 102, 103. What is your view in unlisted shares? I don't actively track unlisted shares, Sudhakar ji, to be honest. And Tata Group, Russell, can we retain Tata Group stocks? I think at this, it would be very wrong of me to comment on unlisted shares at this point, because I don't track unlisted shares. मैं उनका movement भी track नहीं करता. If I have to be very honest with you. So anything I would say, शायद वो थोड़ा फिर गलत हो जाएगा यहाँ पे. And anyway, as a whole, being in the broking industry, we don't track unlisted shares. Even in SBI, we don't track unlisted shares here. So maybe I would need to kind of read into those details and let me read on it, and then I'll definitely come back and share it with you. Both are good, Manohar ji. Bajaj Housing Finance, Shriram Finance. Bajaj Housing Finance, I'm not sure. Let me look at Bajaj Housing Finance. Bajaj Finance is good, not Bajaj Housing Finance, because Housing Finance ka trend relatively down is around 109 is where the support is. So any break below 109 can lead to price moving down further. Shriram Finance is good. Shriram Finance काफी अच्छा momentum में है. So around 630, 630, 635 can act as a strong support for Shriram Finance. Shivji is asking for Jain Recycle. It just got listed too early to comment on इसका क्या ट्रेंड हो सकता है. मे बी ये जो फर्स्ट दिन जो लिस्टिंग हुआ था उसका हाफ जो है अराउंड 290, 285, 290 के आसपास आप एसएल रख के आप होल्ड कर सकते हो उसको. But you can read our IPO note. You will find that on SBI Securities website, because itna, we don't have enough data to comment on this stock technically. Praj Industries. Let me look at Praj Industries. Avoid Praj because Praj भी structurally एक downtrend में है. It is trading below its key moving averages. So as long as 400 is not taken out on the upside, it's better to exit. Manoj ji is asking for Orient Technologies. Orient, see, it has risen a lot and there is some profit booking here. But if it goes past 510 again, then chances are that the price can move higher. All the people who would have entered in the last 2 days, they are probably booking some profits here. But any move above 510 again, chances are that even Orient can move up higher. NTPC Green, avoid. ये भी downtrend है. I think below 97 it can fall further. So avoid NTPC Green as well. Bharat Bijli, yeah. So BBL, right? So Bharat Bijli, good. It is gaining momentum. So any move above 3,340 is likely to be positive. Any move above 3,340 can lead to price moving up higher. It's good, Rakesh ji. Juniper Hotels, if we see Juniper, avoid Juniper Hotels. You are bought at 275. So keep an SL of 275. If it goes below 275, it's better to exit because ये एक डाउन ट्रेंड में है. जब तक ये 305 310 क्रॉस नहीं कर जाता है तब तक ये प्रेशर में रह सकता है. सिद्धार्थ जी, आप 10 ईयर बॉन्ड यील्ड्स का पीछा ही नहीं छोड़ रहे हो. So I don't know. Can we see 10-year bond yields here? I think IN 10Y. Okay, now I can see here. So if we look at the yields again, ये Indian government bonds 10-year yields है यहाँ पे. So right now it's at 6.5%. It's good. So as long as it doesn't cross this high of 6.6, we'll be in a sweet spot. But overall, अगर हम trend देखें, even if we see it from a weekly perspective, it trades below its key moving averages here. So we had dropped to around 6.1. It's at 6.5. So nothing much to worry. Maybe if it moves above 6.6, 6.7, that is when थोड़ा सा pressure आ सकता है. But I think even the yields are under control. Sun TV avoid करना. So any media stock avoid Sun TV. भले एक pullback आया, the overall the trend is still down. It's still below its 20 EMA. Sudhakar ji, government has reused gas tariff for hospital tariffs. It should benefit hospital stocks. Yeah, so if you look at all the healthcare names, in fact, hospital stocks are still, they are yet to show some outperformance. But agar hum dekhenge Fortis Healthcare, if we look at which are the other names, one is Fortis, even Max Health, these healthcare names are kind of doing well. So if you look at Max Healthcare, Fortis Healthcare, these are the couple of names that are doing well in this market. But apart from that, Apollo Hospitals, I'm not sure if Apollo Hospitals, they are in a good trend, but there is currently momentum that is lacking in Apollo Hospitals here. So healthcare, some names, healthcare stocks are doing well, but the fact that FIIs have been selling healthcare stocks in the last month, so we'll have to wait and watch and get more clarity on that. Shravanji, Balaji, Amines. अवॉइड करना. देखो डाउन ट्रेंड में श्रवण जी, आई थिंक 1380 का एसएल रख के इसके नीचे इफ इट गोज डाउन देन इट्स बेटर टू एग्जिट. Kims, yeah, Kims is good, but Kims again there is no momentum here. Around 50-day EMA के आसपास रेजिस्टेंस है. Yatharth is good. Yeah, Yatharth is in an uptrend, but again the momentum is lacking in these names here. Shravan ji, DMAT भी avoid ही करना, I feel. It's part of the FMCG space. FMCG maybe it should hold on to its 200-day EMA of 4,270 because any break below this can lead to price moving down. FMCG जो भी है फिलहाल के लिए avoid कर रहा है. If you look at EIH, EIH Hotel, see the tourism index is also underperforming. अगर आप देखोगे सारे tourism stocks, Indian Hotels, Lemon-Tree, EIH, Chalet Hotels सब नीचे है. Chart structure is not that positive for EIH. Around 360 is a strong support for EIH. David is asking for NMDC. NMDC is good. It needs to hold above 75. As long as it holds above 75, it's going to be positive. Any break below 75 can lead to price moving down. RDG is asking for Moschip. Moschip, difficult to put a target to it. Maybe up RDG 255 का ट्रेलिंग एसएल यूज करके just keep riding the trend. Don't have a fixed target. Keep gradually trailing your SL and keep riding the trend here. Lemon-Tree, Lemon-Tree, see, like I said, the overall tourism space पे momentum नहीं है. But I feel as long as 180 is not taken out on the upside, then chances are that the stock can relatively underperform. High-tech is good. High-tech pipes में एक reversal देखने को मिला है, but any move above 123, 125 is likely to be positive for high-tech pipes here. So wait for high tech. See, on the downside around 110, 111 can act as a support. But any move above 125 can lead to price moving up higher. NBCC momentum nahi hai, but I think wait until 116, 117 the previous high gets taken out. जब तक ये high के ऊपर हम नहीं जाता है, तो it's better to avoid. Sudhakar ji, yesterday your reply on extraordinary for my question. Thank you, Sudhakar ji. Because we don't know what President Trump is thinking these days. Nobody thought there is going to be 100% tariffs on all the films that are made outside the United States. I think nobody expected that there'll be tariffs on films, barring auto, pharma, and all these mainline counters. We don't know. Tomorrow we might have some tariffs on some other sector. So like I said, as long as uncertainty remains, it's very difficult for even the FIIs to come back to our markets here. If you look at Bharti Hexacom, थोड़ा सा pullback दिया है, but it needs to hold above 1630. So 1630, 1650 is a strong support for Bharti Hexacom. So I think any move above 1760 can be positive. I think then it can move up higher. Can Nifty cross 25,200? हो गया, एक तो करीब है, एकदम हो जाएगा लग रहा है. अगर ये 25 हाई 25,200 के ऊपर सस्टेन करता है, then it can move higher. It can move towards 25,250 levels. I don't know what is left for Trump, Sudhakar ji. We'll have to wait and watch. Hopefully the deal comes through. If not, then I think we'll have more pain in the markets. So guys, so that's all from my end. That's all from today's mid market session. See you again tomorrow at 12:30. So tomorrow we'll have two sessions, one at 12:30 for our mid market, and then evening at around 4 o'clock, we are going to discuss two leg strategies, that is bull call spread and bear put spreads. And that will happen from 4 to 5. So two webinars, and hopefully this strategy builder webinar, we'll keep it on Thursday again 2:30. I'll confirm that in tomorrow's session. Okay, so bye guys, take care, and I'll see you all soon. Take care guys and stay safe.